I'm Asoso here with What the Falcon. I'm here today with Fiction. Hey guys, how are you?
Hey. How's it going?
I'm good. So, you guys just finished your performance here at Studio B. It was super fun. I really loved it. So just curious, how did the name Fiction come to be your band's name?
It's a pretty short story actually. So our goal when we were coming up with the name was kind of pick something no one can really make fun of. So we were kind of just looking through our phone at other people's song names, and we came across Fiction by Avenged Sevenfold, which is on my phone, and we were like, Fiction, that's good. And we just kind of moved on really quickly.
Just a low-key joke that our camera operator here, Mike Cludo, said, that you guys, do you even exist? Mm-hmm. Since, fiction is...
Fiction is nonfiction.
We're so good
real.
That we're not even real.
Oh, wow.
I love that. Oh, that was good. That was amazing. Oh my God. That was really good. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. So what are your musical inspirations?
So right now, I mean, this is going to sound dumb, but I started listening to like classical music a lot. And not that it really has done anything to our songwriting, but I went through a big classical music kind of like fit recently because I watched Amadeus and it spurred me into it, which is the worst idea, but I mean, it's a great movie. And what else have we been listening to?
I mean,
he knows. He's the music bringer. He kind of like.
Me personally, well, I grew up listening to metal. My favorite band of all time is Metallica. Like all those bands, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. Those were like my roots when I was a kid. But then as I got older, kind of evolved into like blues rock. Like a huge band we like is Nothing But Thieves. Mm-hmm. They're more of like alternative mixed with blues, mixed with modern day rock sounds. Royal Blood,
Rival Sons.
Like the trend nowadays, a lot of these bands is going toward the more industrial blues rock type of route. So we've been using that and trying to incorporate a lot of that into our sound as of recent, and it's really affected our music.
Yeah.
So off of that, so who writes your music and who writes the lyrics, or is it like a tag team thing, or like?
It's pretty much as tag team as it gets for the most part. This is kind of the genius behind like 90% of like the music bit, and then me and Greg, our bassist, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, will like kind of go through and edit and add parts and take parts out of the instrumental stuff, and then usually I'll lay over some lyrics and some vocal melody and stuff. Like occasionally I'll write like chord progressions and like simple songs, and then he'll really beef them up and make them into something that's not just like like a 4-chord song,
Yeah.
He's kind of the production mastermind.
She doesn't give herself enough credit too. I mean, I could see in the future being it more collaborative. Mm-hmm. Like she shows me all these things and she gives me this whole backstory about how it's not that good, but then she plays it for me and I love it. So I definitely want to get more collaborative in the future. And also with Greg, he came later on in the songwriting process. He's the newbie in the group. Yeah. So hopefully Greg could collaborate more with us too for the next whatever we do next.
Yeah, the next release is going to be a pretty good tag team operation. We're very much a team, and we all kind of contribute in our own ways to the music. It's very much like a group effort.
Awesome. Just a side note, my nose is really itchy, so if I'm like looking really stone-faced, it's because I really need to scratch my nose.
Girl.
Awkward sauce. Okay, so last question. Last question. So, you guys talking about your new like music that's coming out. So when is that coming out, and what's like your future goals for this band, like your music and all that?
Well, our new music, we're in the process of recording it right now. We kind of finished up most of the music part in the recording. I'm recording vocals now, and we have to throw on our auxiliary percussion and all that jazz.
Hit up some bongos.
Some bongos, some tambourine. It should be out sometime this summer, we're hoping. In terms of our future music, we definitely want to kind of tap into that roots influence, that roots rock kind of like sound. We want to push more into that direction. This new album that's coming out, it's definitely a mix. We had one released previous to this, and it was very, I would say it was very different from the kind of new stuff that we've been writing. And this is kind of I think it'll be a very interesting album because it's kind of a transitional period. Like the earlier songs that we wrote that made the cut for the album are definitely heavier, and then the other ones are definitely more just like straight up rock and roll. Not rock and roll, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they have more classical influences. This upcoming release won't not sound like us. It'll still sound like us in the sense that we're still, you know, on that borderline of like hard rock and like trying to delve into blues influences, but it's definitely different. It's definitely different and something that we got out of our comfort zone with some of these songs and really kind of crafted them a little more than the last one and really paid attention to little things that we didn't the first time.
A lot more attention has been paid to arranging thanks to big Matt over here.
So you guys have evolved almost.
Yes,
like
definitely.
Things,
we matured.
Places.
We matured.
And shout out to our producer for helping us too. Our good friend of ours produces.
Yeah, his name's Nick Soshin. He has a studio up in Mahopac.
Shout out,
Nick.
Love you.
The Sash. The Sosh. Yeah, he's a brilliant. And even with our last release, he always takes these songs to new heights that like. He always gives us ideas we would have never thought of, and he's got a very creative mind for that kind of stuff with little details and little things that could just make them.
He's the master of like the overall production, and then he's very much like the little things that make you go like, ooh, like when you notice something in a song. It's all him.
Also want to shout out Matt Ruggiero. He's a friend of ours who actually recorded drums on this upcoming EP.
Okay.
He goes here.
Yeah, he goes to Dutchess actually. I think. Yeah,
I think he's
at least
graduating
he used to.
now.
Yeah, but he's graduating. He was formerly in a band Reckless Serenade, but he
sick drummer.
He's amazing. Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, he's amazing. We're very very happy that he was able to play for us, and we're very honored that he was able to do it. But yeah, we're very excited for this to come out and for everyone to hear it.
I'm excited. I'm low-key excited. Thank you guys so much for coming into the studio today. Look out for their new stuff coming sometime this summer. Just look out for it because they're awesome. Okay. No problem. Okay. So I'm Asosa, and this has been What the Falcon.